Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Star Wars The Old Republic Imperial Agent Edition. Now, when we left off, we had just spoken to Keeper, and he told us that we needed to make our way to the Dark Temple, and as you can see, it has a very imposing presence, as Darth Jadis does as well. So, let us head on in. We need to disable 3 detonator charges, and well, obviously take out a couple of deranged units as well. I saw a couple of maddened units as I made my way in here as well. So let us buff everyone here, and we will now also be taking a major experience boost. Sounds like a good idea. So now let's head on in and see what we can do. Now, many of these units are possessed explorers and so forth, but what is amazing is that I can use suppressive fire and just eliminate them all very, very quickly indeed. Look at that. That is just absolutely amazing. I love that.
Someone talking to me.
Very nice. So now, all we need to do is head on over there. Okay, so I'm going to try and avoid as many units as I can, because there doesn't appear to be any kind of bonus mission here right now, so nothing really to worry about in regards to that. But obviously we do need to make our way over to the phase as fast as we can. There's quite a few high levels here as well, so I'm actually quite surprised considering most of these units are level 15, so not entirely sure what's going on there, but nevertheless, let's head on in to our phase, and we will be disabling 3 of the charges. Okay, so what kind of units are we going to be fighting here? I actually don't know.
Make me look good.
I can only assume that we're going to be fighting dissidents of some sort. No, maybe not. We're just going to be fighting possessed Sith adepts and so forth. Okay, that's absolutely fine. Let's just deal as much damage as we can here. And a nice assassinate there. Technically an assassinate anyway. It's a takedown actually. But yes, we know that from Zanesh, of course, the assassinate term. And technically it should be assassinate because, well, we are a sniper. But nevertheless, let us head on in here. 3 charges. Where is the first one? The first one appears to be down there? Yeah, okay. Let's use that. There we go, thank you very much. And there is a bonus mission. Excellent. So let's eliminate this guy as quickly as we can. There we go. And now we'll disable the first charge of 3. And we've already eliminated 3 units as well, so that's actually very nice. Now, the bonus mission is probably going to give us a good amount of experience. So I'm going to try to use suppressing fire against these guys. And, wow, that was actually really impressive. Very nice damage, I have to say. There we go, thank you. And that has actually already completed the bonus mission. And now the charge will be disabled as well. There we have it. And now let us... Oh, no. Okay, so we actually have an elite unit here. A terrorist mastermind. Okay. Well, let's see here, shall we? Let's make sure that we have a good lineup. There we have it, and now, hopefully, we will get a nice corrosive dart against him as well. He actually doesn't appear to be rushing us or anything like that, so this should be a very easy fight indeed. Although, he is dealing quite a bit of damage. Okay, I've got to use ambush again.
Alright,
there we go. Come on. And now a nice suppressive fire, and that should kill him, technically. Maybe? Nope. Just a takedown then. Very nice. Excellent. We are using a lot of RNG right now. We're not being very efficient with it, but don't think we really need to be that efficient considering we have just eliminated him. So that's reasonable, I would say. Okay, so go to the primary conduit node, which is just down here by the looks of things. Are there any other enemies to fight? No, just a wounded terrorist.
You with the military? I heard the shots, but I wasn't sure. I can't believe you actually followed us in here. None of us are gonna make it back out, you know that, right?
Don't question me, you piece of filth.
You think you've done some great thing by tracking me down? You can shoot me now. You can save the power grid, preserve the Imperial lifestyle for a little longer. But there are other cells. They'll keep fighting.
Time's up. You're dead.
You'll never make it out of here, Imperial.
Okay, well, that was a very swift end to that particular terrorist, and we are now going to be making our way back to Keeper. So Imperial Intelligence calls us, and I'll see you back there. Okay, so we're back in Imperial Intelligence, and Keeper is over there, appearing to be a little bit worried. I'm actually wondering why.
We've got wreckage coming down over the city. From that height and at that velocity, the collateral damage alone could cost millions.
If the reactor core was breached, the radiation damage will...
I don't care about the radiation damage, damn it. Get me security footage, communications logs, something we can use.
Shouldn't someone be celebrating our successful return?
All military channels are reporting in. The Dominator has been completely destroyed.
What's the situation?
It's good to see you. There was a secondary target. Apparently...
Watcher 2, I still need confirmation. And you, Agent, get ready to move. We need everyone operational.
Sorry, sir. But there were over 3,000 people on that ship. Half of them civilians.
I'm aware of that. Do your job, Watcher 2. Run the numbers.
Lockdown procedures are in place. All traffic has been grounded.
Initial analysis is done. Cross-checking with the droids.
Getting conflicting reports from the Car City spaceport. Trying to sort it out.
Nothing could have survived that explosion. All sources confirm casualties are 100%.
Then Darth Jadis is dead.
How's that possible?
There was an explosion aboard the Dominator. We're not sure about the origin, but it has to be connected to the dissidents. Darth Jadis was leaving on a special tour of the Empire. He brought military personnel, civilians, and Sith to his flagship as part of some grand vision. Now they're all dead.
We'll catch the terrorists responsible.
You can count on it.
Sir, we've got a starship trying to take off. Several dissidents from the watch list are aboard. Military squads are moving to intervene.
You'll blow the ship to pieces. I want the terrorists alive and I want their computer intact. You, Fixer, do we have any Sec-M units available?
What? I don't...
The Sec-Ms, the mouse droids. Find one and bring it back now. Whatever ordeal you went through in the Dark Temple, your recovery will have to wait. I need you in the field.
Can't be worse than what I just went through.
Perhaps not, but you got the job done and you'll get this one done too.
I have the droid here.
Good. Agent, I need you to get to the city cargo port. There's a terrorist ship attempting to take off. Take the mouse droid and deliver it into one of the ship's maintenance conduits. With the droid aboard, we can disable the hyperdrive and download its computer contents.
We're going too easy on them, Keeper.
We'll use a tractor beam to bring in their disabled ship, at which point they'll get their due, I promise. Get going. We need you to plant that mouse droid. Any conduit on the ship's outer hull should do. And when you're back, we have things to discuss.
Okay, well, there's 12 crystals for us, and we have a bonus to eliminate some terrorist mercenaries as well. So let us head on over to the Nexus Room Cantina, as I believe that is where the cargo areas are, I suppose, or nearby anyway. And we will be making our way over there. Now, the one thing that I have to say is I really do like the covert nature of everything so far happening. But, obviously, this is only Chapter 1. I can only imagine what is going to happen as time goes on anyway. But let's just see here. Okay, so we need to go straight ahead. Let's just jump over here. Thankfully enough, we have a small amount, so it's a lot easier to maneuver in this city, of course. And, well, it's actually smaller than, well, pretty much anything. It's smaller than that trash can. Yeah, that's wonderful, isn't it? Oh, well, it is very stealthy after all. And it's not going to give us away, shall we say. So, let us head into cargo port A3. And we'll see what we can do about eliminating these guys. Okay, so a nice suppressive fire to start off. I think we're just going to be eliminating the... Wow. Okay, that's very powerful indeed. Nice, I like that. And, oh, okay. Well, let's just loot this real quick, and then we will get into cover. Very nice. And now we will just do a couple of snipes here. Unfortunately, appears to be using some kind of damage reduction here. Okay, I'm going to stun, and then move away a little bit here. Let's see if we can get some overload shots on. There we are. Thank you. That was a little bit tougher than we are used to. But thankfully most of these units are not going to be too difficult to take out. Like that, for example. Very nice. Come on, deal the damage, deal the damage. A nice shiv as well should help us out there. There we have it. Okay, so only 4 more mercenaries we need to take out. And obviously I do believe that actually completing these bonus missions is actually pretty good. As we can see here, it gives about 1/3 of the experience that we gained from the main mission itself. So I think it's definitely worth it to do that. Now, let's see here. Where do we have to go to? We could just attack these. There we go. That's definitely helping us out. Wow, very nice. Okay, so a nice ambush here, and I think corrosive dart to follow up seems to be the way to go. There we are. That seems nice, and, well, of course, now we will get pushed back, but it's not really going to make too much difference, as she is already dead, and we are now level 16 as well. Very nice. Okay, so let us now plant a mouse droid. And there we have it. Okay, so we have done our covert duty, and we are now going to be heading back to Keeper. And I will see you once we arrive. Obviously, I am now being attacked, but I'll still see you once we arrive. Okay, so we've returned to Imperial Intelligence, and Keeper is right there as usual, and we will now speak to him.
Welcome back, Agent. Excellent work out there. Absolutely excellent.
The mouse droid has just sent the contents of the ship's computer, sir. I'll send the military to pick up the dissidents.
At least one thing's gone smoothly today. The worst seems to have passed, but don't expect to rest anytime soon.
I can't believe this. Everything that's happened.
Believe it, and get used to it. We're going to be dealing with the consequences for a long time. With Jadis dead, there'll be a mad rush to fill the power vacuum. We'll be fending off our own people with one hand and tracking down terrorists with the other.
Keeper, I'm receiving a transmission. Someone's broadcasting a holo-recording to the entire Imperial communications network.
The terrorists want to talk? I say we should listen.
Patching it through now. I'm going to try to pinpoint the source.
Citizens of the Empire, this is the Eagle. I'm here to tell you that our government is corrupt. When the Emperor signed his treaty with the Galactic Republic, we were promised a new epoch. Glory unrivaled since the first Sith dynasty. Instead, our Empire has suffered. Apathetic moffs and wicked lords of the Dark Council vie for power, while our soldiers die over worthless planets in nameless star systems.
Typical consolidationist rhetoric. Watcher 2, keep trying to find a source for the broadcast. Everyone else start pulling up our files on the Eagle.
Wake me if he says something interesting.
We've been hearing rumors about the Eagle for years, but we never thought he could pull off anything this big. Another mistake.
Anyone who speaks out in favor of reform is kidnapped and tortured by Imperial intelligence. This must not continue.
The Ministry of Logistics reports that they can't jam the signal. Everyone in the Empire is seeing this.
A short while ago, a group of defiant revolutionaries destroyed an Imperial dreadnought. 3,000 people were aboard, including Darth Jadis, a Lord of the Dark Council. We chose to strike at Darth Jadis publicly so that every Imperial citizen would know the truth. The Dark Council is not invulnerable. We can effect change. We regret the sacrifice of so many civilians, but it was necessary. The Empire cannot cover up this momentous event. Imperial intelligence cannot silence our call to arms.
Get to the point, you piece of filth. What is it you really want to say?
I doubt he has a coherent point to make.
Here it comes.
This is only the first step towards a better future. We have agents throughout the Empire preparing to strike again and again. We will not relent until our government chooses strength over weakness, unity over discord. we will continue to show the anger of the people. This is the Eagle. End transmission.
So, our enemy has a name. You think you can deal with that, Agent?
Name or not, he's dead either way.
I won't argue there. We've made mistakes today. We underestimated the Eagle. We were too slow to eliminate the dissidents. We assumed the Dark Temple was the sole terrorist target. But you performed above and beyond expectations. You showed you can handle these people, and now you're going to show us the way forward.
Nice to know someone recognizes my skills.
For once, try to sound professional. You are going to head our operation to dismantle the Eagle's network. You will locate and eliminate his terror cells through infiltration, manipulation, and assassination. I am assigning you a rank and designation as suits your new position. You no longer have a name. You will answer only to Cipher 9.
I have a name. I'm not giving it up, even for Imperial intelligence.
It's part of the job, I promise. You'll get used to it.
Cipher 9, huh? Cute. But I think I'll keep calling you Agent.
With the rank comes certain privileges, including a degree of operational independence. You may recruit your own operatives, and you will be outfitted with a starship. Watcher 2, you will remain Cipher 9's liaison to base. I assume that won't be a problem?
No problem, sir. Glad to stay a part of this operation.
Good. Begin analyzing all reports on recent dissident activity. I want a list of possible terror cell locations within the hour. The Eagle says he's got agents around the galaxy. Assuming he's telling the truth, you're going to be doing some traveling.
There are worse fates than seeing a few new planets.
Indeed. Your starship is at the spaceport. It's been refit and removed from public record. Watcher 2 will upload likely activity centers for the Eagle and his network. Proceed to your targets as you see fit.
We'll have our revenge. The terrorists will pay for everything that's happened.
Be careful of these people, Cipher. Destroying the Dominator was no mean feat. Killing Darth Jadis was nearly unthinkable. But this is our job. Do whatever is required. And good luck.
Oh my. Okay, well, there we have it. We actually do have the opportunity to gain a sniper rifle here with a little bit of extra damage here and there, but I think we will still go for the data crystals, as well as a minor experience boost. Not bad at all, if I do say so myself. So, let us now head on to the Drummond-Cars spaceport. Is that where I need to go? Yep. That is where I need to go. Wonderful. So we will be heading on over there and finding the Imperial agent hangar. And apparently we have a mission called Darth Jorid Arrives. Okay, well, we're going to be seeing what that entails. Oh, goodness me. We may have to serve a new master now. Let us see what actually happens here. And here is the hangar. Oh, yes. Also, we need to see our new ship, too. That is actually quite exciting. I'm not entirely sure. I think it's probably going to be something rather stealthy. Maybe it's going to be, a somewhat larger version of our mount. That would be rather wonderful, wouldn't it? Many of you seem to like that. And there it is. Look at it. Wow, that is absolutely amazing. It looks exactly like our mount, doesn't it? Look at that. Look at those sleek lines. And look at how stealthy it looks. Wow, that is really quite cool. Okay, so let us head on in to the Phantom, apparently. That's what it's called. And look at how sleek and stealthy it is. Oh my goodness. I actually wonder whether it has a cloaking device. That would be rather wonderful. Well, whatever the case, there it goes. It is now taking off into the atmosphere, and we'll see where we have to head to next. No doubt we probably have to interact with our, yes, holo terminal.
Greetings. I am 2VR8, factotum droid for this vessel. You must be my new master. Gentle, kind new master.
So I get a starship and a servant too. Not bad at all.
I am relieved, pleased that you find me agreeable. I will never disappoint you, master. I am programmed for a wide array of tasks, including but not limited to meal preparation, ship maintenance, janitorial duty, and etiquette. Welcome aboard the X-70B Phantom, an experimental prototype resembling a luxury shuttle that conceals the combat capabilities of a heavy starfighter. You'll find all of the standard amenities, including your own private captain's locker for storing valuables. The astrogation console contains a constantly updated map of the known galaxy. Interstellar communications are accessed via the ship's holoterminal. Priority alerts that you may find useful are available from the Imperial HoloNet console. Lastly, the ship's intercom will inform your crew that you wish to issue new orders. Any questions, Master?
I have a mission to complete. Time to see what this ship can do.
Thank goodness you aren't deactivating me. I mean, good luck. I regret I am unable to offer you combat support, Master. Frankly, my chassis couldn't withstand the stress. However, should any errands arise that are beneath your superior status, please do not hesitate to call upon me. I function to serve you. Whenever you are ready to depart, consult the galaxy map on your bridge. It will program the proper astrogation coordinates and activate the engines.
Excellent. Well, there it is, introducing 2VR8, and now we will interact with our holo terminal.
Nice digs. Think you got a message on that thing.
Download and begin playback.
Cypher 9, intelligence is finalizing your target list, but in the meantime, there's a formality we need to address. With Darth Jadis' demise, his seat on the Dark Council has opened. It will be filled by his daughter and sole apprentice, Darth Jorid.
Jadis has a daughter?
Lord Jorid demands to meet with you. Proceed to Korriban at once. She has authorized your presence in the Sith Academy.
What are the odds she blames me for her father's assassination?
I'll give you 2 to 1. You know how to make friends in high places. Give me a shout if you need something. I'm gonna see how they stock the lounge.
Okay, well, it appears as though we will now need to head to Korriban, but we will save that for the next episode, and if I can find my way around this ship. Obviously, it is rather confusing, but nevertheless, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.